Hello, everybody on YouTube and on Clubhouse. Welcome to RØDECaster User Meetup, where all the users, well, the whole world's RØDECaster users come together and discuss all things RØDECasters. That includes the RØDECaster OG, RØDECaster Pro 2, and the RØDECaster Duo as well. Welcome everybody in both Zoom. I think we have Sean in Zoom, and we have a bunch of people on Clubhouse that maybe we'll go over there and take a look. And that's Sean and Clubhouse peeps. Hello everybody. How are you doing? Michael, so glad to have you.
I'm committing a cardinal sin.
Why?
I'm on Bluetooth headphones right now. I'm in my kitchen. I got to do some dishes.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as you're not troubleshooting
with all the pro stuff here in a while.
Yeah, you're not troubleshooting other people's audio, so it's okay. It's permissible. You got to get stuff
How
done.
dare you come into this room on Bluetooth?
Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm spectacular. How are you, John?
I am good. I have a busy shoot day, but I'm excited to be doing this. And we also have Glenn just join us on Zoom as well. So I have, who do we have on Clubhouse other than Michael? We have Parvanes here. We have Sebastian's also here, and Bill also is here joining us. And I want to let you all know I am going to paste the link to the video feed if you want to watch this on YouTube. I'm going to paste the link right here. So if, oh man, it won't let me pay, because like sometimes, dang it. I'm going to have to type.
Why wouldn't it let you paste?
You know, like it's not good. Clubhouse has been a little weird with the, just do autofill. It won't let me, you know how you do copy on your desk and then you can paste it from
you're talking about Clubhouse. Okay.
Yeah. I will get to that in a moment. But better yet, if you want to check this out, you can go to learner2learner.com and get the link from there. Maybe that's what I'll do. I even copy the link and everything. Sometimes it does not do it. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do it. Learner2learner.com.
So while you're doing that, John, just so you know, I've been extensively testing Riverside.
Yay!
And yeah, it's doing the job. There's actually something it can do as well. It'll put a clickable link on the screen.
Clickable link on the screen. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's on their interface, they can make it clickable.
Well, even like when we start doing the rooms on Riverside while you're away, I'll be able to put a link on there, and when people go into the browser and watch, they can just click on it, and it'll take them.
Yes, because
you're on the screen.
You know, yes, because if it is,
because in YouTube right now you can put it in the chat and then put it in the description, but not on the screen live.
Yes, because it is everything, the viewing and the hosting are both on the same platform, I guess. So they can make that into whatever they want to, like whatever hyperlink they want to. Okay, let me go back to this group.
No, you can put whatever link you want.
Right.
On the screen.
Yes, I meant because YouTube, it's just a video feed. When they when they are actually control the whole interface and everything, they can make like a hyperlink live. Glenn, how are you? So glad to have you back.
Hey there, Sean. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. We get to hear from you right off the top.
No.
What?
No. I if I in any way sounded angry last week, don't.
No. I was saying it right back.
And I'll apologize up front for leaving abruptly. My computer ran out of juice and it just popped me off, and so I just I figured I would call it an evening, but that I didn't just leave. I wasn't mad. I didn't take my marbles and leave or anything like that. I actually lost power, so I had to juice up again afterwards. But anyway, and I think I learned something about all of y'all. in sound check last week, and is that y'all are like sound specialists? Is what it sounds like, and it sounds like you're sound specialists. But am I right? Is that your cup of tea? Is that, am I right about that?
Well, just tell us what you do, Sean.
I don't want to speak for everybody, but everybody's figuring it out. And because everybody is so dedicated, we're all at different places as far as figuring it out. And
I like that framing. I like that framing, yeah.
And I don't know everything. I know a hell of a lot, but I still come here, as John knows, because I'm still learning. So as far as what I do, this is what I do for a living. I'm a mixing and mastering engineer. Been doing it for a few decades. I'm a technical producer for a radio station, a commercial station here in Toronto. I'm on the air as well. I'm a host. And I have a company. We do post-production for podcasts. And I'm a certified Dolby Atmos engineer. So I'm a mixing and mastering engineer, and I do post-production. So yeah, this is what I do. And even though this is what I do, I'm here to contribute, but I'm also here to learn. Like, I don't have a RØDECaster Pro. I have a DLZ. I have other equipment. But there's still, because media is so new and expanding.
Yeah, always changing.
I want to be on it for my clients, my podcasting clients. I have corporations that I do internal podcasts for as well. So I need to be up on the latest. And sometimes I don't have enough time. And the passion that everyone has for that here helps me keep my finger on the pulse. And like I said, there's stuff that I don't know that, oh, okay, let me put that in the knowledge bank. It might come up. And there's been quite a few times, especially with the RØDECasters, John, where I've had clients who have them, and I'm like, okay, what's the problem here? And then I remember from here, and I've solved the problem because a lot of people are having RØDECasters. So specifically for this room, but even for the sound check room too. So it does go both ways. And Glenn, I'm here to learn as well as contribute, and everyone's learning at their own pace. And I love the fact that some people are at different places, but then the people who are coming in, they can be at a similar place. And then the cool thing is we're all figuring out together. So if you have a question about video, John will be the guy to go to first, especially with post audio. That's where I am. And everyone else, you know, Michael, who's in Clubhouse, he's familiar with a lot of the worship stuff, and he works in a different area, but it's still audio. So we're all contributing.
Yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate that. What I noticed in particular last week was everybody had these schematic diagrams. Is that, I mean, so software, everybody just brings something. They have software that does that. And
so I used to be a recording arts professor. That's the one thing I forgot to mention. So when I used to teach all this stuff, signal flow, you got to write it down, you know, arrows and boxes. And the stuff you were seeing, we were using Zoom, and I'm sure John's the same way. It's funny now that I'm thinking about it, John. I'm thinking about your diagram. I'm like, yeah, that's a video guy's diagram. It's not an audio guy's diagram. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's how he's thinking.
We were also,
that was just part of Zoom, but we're trying to get it to.
We were also using Loop-Deck, and Loop-Deck also looked like a diagram. Loop-Deck, in a nutshell,
Club Deck and Loop Back.
Loop Back.
Yeah, it's like Club Deck, Loop Back. Yeah,
Loop Back. Wrote maybe a loop back, which is what you were seeing earlier. Like, you know, the three of us showed, I think it was John and Sean and myself show how we map the certain audios. So that what that software does is it use software to create a virtual input, and I guess output also if you want to. And then we can virtually patch it. So that little green line that we kind of connect from one to the next, it allows us to kind of physically, like as if you're physically patching those connections together. So that's what software.
But everybody had worked on that before. Like you had brought that to show, right?
Yes, it was based on the week before, because Michael
we gave each other homework.
We had assignments.
Okay, I see. Because it just looked very impressive. You know, again, I was merely an onlooker, but it
it's
looked pretty. It looked pretty
I
impressive.
think as long as you enjoy this, and then for people who are watching on YouTube as well, if you have not, especially on replay, if you are wondering why you would join, and that's because by watching it, if you don't even have to join immediately, by watching it, you over time would absorb some information, even if it is just information about what is that thing that you guys did that does that, and then we can come back to talk about it. So it's really good learning for everybody just by watching and observing.
It's sort of a combination of what's happening here, because I have really been trying to learn about the RØDECaster and the way that the sound moves. I feel pretty good about everything, but I just need to know. I need to be more comfortable with how the sound is moving through it. And I saw a video this week by the guy that's with Ecamm. His name's Alec One Tech something.
Alec.
I think he's Australian.
He's in I think it might be British, but in Thailand.
Okay,
Alex, very helpful. Yeah, he's he's also active in the Ecamm community as well.
And Glenn,
The video I was watching, he had an excellent diagram to figure out mix minus, and also a way to totally prevent a one source from even going into the mix at all. And he showed like an XY diagram almost, just like he showed sources like on the top, and then out inputs on the top and outputs on the side, and he crossed them, and wherever there was a cross, you had to do something.
That's smart.
And it was very helpful. And I think let me take 10 seconds to describe the one way I'm understanding it is each channel has like two lines, one's in and one is out.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do the mix that prevents it from coming back on itself.
Correct.
And then if you block both of them, it blocks the input altogether, and so you don't have to worry. You're the only one that can hear that. None of the other people can hear what's going on. That's the way I was understanding it.
Yeah, and that's the simple way. Like if I pull out like an analog mixer with 15 auxiliaries, then your brain will go crazy.
Okay,
but everything you said was right on, and the way you understand it.
If I can go down the road thinking this, then I'll just keep whistling, and I will do that then.
That's great, man.
And I've been dancing all around this for I don't know how long, but he finally just kind of said it, and I'm like, oh.
Sort of makes sense now suddenly.
Well, if there is one thing that everybody can know without any doubt, John, in this RØDECaster room, is when you do get your RØDECaster and you turn it on, plug in a mic, take off the default effects.
Especially the compressor.
The compression is just horrible.
Very aggressive. But I'm going to quickly pop over to
it's mix I'm sorry. It's mix minus.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, we know what you're doing.
We know what you mean. We have John Lowe joining us, and we also have Tony's back in the room, and Jeremiah also is back to Clubhouse. Welcome back. And I had Colin. Yes, Sebastian's here. Yes, I had Colin earlier, but unfortunately left. So hopefully he'll come back if he has anything. Maybe just had a comment. I am not quite sure what this. Oh my gosh, there's a glitch. I don't know if you guys saw the glitch or not on YouTube. Let me know in the comments if you do. Could be
your mind.
Could be a mind. John's mind looked a little blown up with this suggestion. I don't know which suggestion he had. Sorry, it's a little tardy. Might be when you were talking about the
mix minor.
No.
So quick question here, John. The Miku John is for you to listen back, right?
It's actually just visual, so that I'm connected through Miku through Club Deck. so that I can show this view. Now, unfortunately,
I see.
I have lost. Well, not lost. Yes, I've lost. I forgot where my Zoom window is. The proper actual Zoom window. I cannot find it.
Just click on the bottom and click on the icon. It'll pop up.
No, I'm inside Ecamm, so it's a little bit different.
Oh,
So
okay. You need another monitor.
John, do this.
Yes.
Click on hide. Click on the little red button that says hide my thing, and then click it again, and it'll come back up.
I don't see it at all. Like it's not anywhere on my.
No. But you see your window that says hide my window or hide my. You see the red button that says hide my window.
I do not. I only see the Zoom window that says end meeting. I don't see the Zoom window at all. I don't know where it is. I will find it sometime.
Look on the bottom. Is the logo there?
Did I hide
Click on the
it?
logo.
The logo is, I don't have the logo because I'm running it on Ecamm.
Oh.
So.
Okay, so it's Ecamm.
So
there must be like a window.
Yes, there is.
Is there a window?
I can't remember where I click it. It's not there anymore.
So, John, do you have your Zoom window open on Ecamm?
Yes.
Well, that's what he's looking for.
Do you see a red button in there?
That's end meeting, which I don't want to hit.
Oh, it should say hide my window.
I don't see it to hide. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Okay,
I will figure it out.
How are you going to bring new people in the Zoom then?
No, that shows up in my Zoom window that is part of Ecamm. The proper Zoom control window I'm not seeing. I don't know where it is. But anyway, that's not your problem.
Hold on.
Yes.
The top right, the top right is the little Zoom blue thing there of your Mac.
No, I don't see it because it's not running Zoom. So it's
you keep saying
it's it's only
no, but doesn't it still? This is just for everybody, educational for everybody. You're starting up Ecamm, and then you're going Zoom through Ecamm. So doesn't it have to run the Zoom app on your computer?
It runs it within Ecamm. So everything.
Oh, so it just goes to your account on the cloud.
That's right.
And goes in. You don't have to turn it on your computer.
Correct. But usually when somebody joins the meeting, it automatically pop up. And I have
I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah. So essentially, you would still have the Zoom control window showing typically, before I lost it. So then you can still do all the Zoom functionality within Ecamm itself. But I'm not seeing that window. So I don't know where I put it. Sometimes when I have so many windows, I wonder if it's up in there.
I told you need another monitor.
I know where it is now. I found it.
So where was it?
It was on my teleprompter. And it was covered by my live stream preview. So I found it. It is here. So
you need another monitor, man.
Yes, I don't even know where I'm going to put that. Anyway, I want to quickly invite those Tony or John or Sebastian or Jeremiah. If you want to join me, feel free to go to the website. The link is pinned up on top in Clubhouse. When you go there, there is a Zoom link, click to join Zoom, call in with Zoom button. And if you want to do that, that will allow you to come into the Zoom call and be on video or audio on YouTube. But I want to quickly point this out, and I want to say that I appreciate Sean has offered. And Sean, I sent you an email asking, are you sure you want to do that many weeks? So I want to let you know, if you go to learner2learner.com, when you are there, you are going to see a schedule that I added. And let's see if I'm gonna scroll this through. The schedule that I added for my vacation, just to keep myself straight and keep you all
John's going on vacation
abreast.
And now I'll be working.
And yes. So all the magenta purplish magenta color would be Sean's hosting. Now, the reason why we do this week still with me, next week still with me, the following week I'm still around, but I thought that would be a good, I think Sean, you had mentioned that what if we do, with you so that
The
you can kind
handoff.
of, the handoff so that people are aware that, okay, so this is actually you because the few things that's different is he's gonna have all the links that will show up here automatically by the time before the 16th or right on the 16th. It's going to show up here where you click watch live on YouTube and call in with Zoom. Those buttons will change into something else. It'll be like watch on Sean's feed and then join Sean's discussion. So, and Sean, take a look at it. That's a lot of weeks. You think you can do?
And if stuff comes up,
you just let me know. If you just send me a message, I can quickly update on the website. If something comes up that you can't host or something, we'll just do that.
Yeah, and all it is we won't be on YouTube, but we'll be on Riverside. And there'll be a link there for people to join Riverside, and then there'll be a link for people to watch. It'll be a browser. You can open it up in any browser, and the interaction, you can chat, and then if you want to join, you click on a link, and you could come in. We do have a limitation, only 8 people video, but
watching it, many people can watch it, right? Just joining.
Oh, no, that's unlimited.
No.
Yeah, that's unlimited. And they can still live chat, so it's very much like YouTube.
Sean, there's also a limitation on you only are allotted so many minutes per month. It's not like Ecamm where you can live there. Is that going to eat up your time, or how's that going to work for you?
Do you have a
You
limitation?
mean Riverside?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll use time, but I'm fine.
Yeah, he's got plenty.
Right.
I have a business account.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Well, thank you and welcome, Charles, to the.
What's going on?
Colin is back, Charles. I'm gonna quickly talk to Colin because he was here earlier and then he popped off, so he's back now. Let's check in with Colin. Hello, Colin.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little confused about I'm on Clubhouse,
Uh-huh.
and I have a feeling that there's some other platform you guys are piping into Clubhouse, right?
I am. Yes, it is through Zoom, and so
okay.
so that's why you're hearing people but not seeing them.
Right.
If you want to watch along, what I can suggest is you can go to the website, which I haven't. Maybe I should put the link for you for the show.
Put the link in. Yeah.
It is. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna copy the link for this show.
So John, Michael would have had the link already, and we would have already heard the sound.
Edit link and paste. Oh no, it still won't do it. Look, Clubhouse won't let me paste my clipboard. You know what I mean? You know how you do it? You have iCloud. It won't let me do that. So anyway, if you go to
there was an update. There was an update to. Oh no, you're on Club Deck. That's why.
I'm on Clubhouse still. But Colin, if you go to Clubhouse, the link that is on the link. I mean, you're on Clubhouse, but if you go to the link that's pinned up on top, it goes to my website called Learner to Learner, and from there will be a link to go to watch the YouTube feed live, and the Zoom callers are going into that. Or if you want to join us through Zoom, even better, you just click on call in with Zoom.
Cool.
So take a look at that, and then ask your question. You have any
for you
questions?
guys. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys know, I'm a composer. So I'm working on very kind of restrictive schedule, and I want to record some musicians, but I don't have time
remotely.
Yeah, and some of them are in some of them are in a remote kind of country, and so I don't
Internet may not be good.
time.
Is that what you're implying?
No, I think the internet is okay. But I don't think I'll be able to with this schedule. I don't think I'll be able to organize like recording sessions and stuff. So I'm thinking of, and I did this once with a guitarist who was in Spain. I told her to record stuff on some kind of recorder that she had. The I don't know. I kind of had a lot of mixing to do afterwards. I had a lot of processing to do afterwards to make it sound natural. But I'm thinking of like telling these musicians, like just calling them up, and whenever I need to do a session, and telling them to record on their phones. I don't know if all of them will have iPhones, but I did notice that my iPhone 14, I've taken it to, I don't know, like some churches and stuff, and recorded choirs and stuff. And I don't know,
Not bad.
a recording that I made just to kind of, I don't know, capture the moment just for myself. But I noticed that the recordings were really nice. They were really beautiful.
Yes, stereo recording too, actually.
Well,
Wow.
there's a reason for that.
Sean, go
So this is Sean, by the way.
up your alley.
Yeah, hey,
This is
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah. So what DAW do you use?
I just use Logic. But I mean, my
Okay,
question
do you know what the
is it okay to? Sorry.
Yeah. I was just asking you. There's a plugin
Okay.
by Audio Movers. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I'm familiar with not the plugin, but I'm familiar with iMovers.
Yeah, so there's a plugin in there. Now that's if they're on a DAW and you want to do it in real time. So if that's not the case, so you can look at that. Maybe that'll work. If they're on a DAW, you can actually do it in real time, and you can hear like it's.
They need to have an audio interface and a mic and all that stuff, right?
Well, not necessarily. It really depends on their setup, but that's option one. I know it's not what you said, but for future reference, just have that in your back pocket if you want to do remote recording. That's what I do when I'm doing it. The reason the recordings on the iPhone sound good is because the mic on it is flat. It's a completely flat mic. They have software in the phone that EQs that mic and makes it flat. So it's a pristine microphone. You just got to watch distortion if you're too close to the source. So that's why that works. And
do you know if there's a website or some kind of resource that will tell me about the mic on different phones? So if someone says I have a Samsung, whatever, that I can look it up and kind of
actually see that's why I come here, because I wouldn't have even thought of that and know about that. So I don't know, but that's a great point. But no, I don't. But the reason I always in a pinch I'll use an iPhone is because when I pull down the audio, the mic is flat, so then I can EQ it. I won't lose anything. Like different mics have different frequency response, but on the iPhone, there is no frequency. It's a flat mic, so you get great audio. Yeah, and then it's tough because a lot of the time when I do remote recording, we'll just do the audio movers, but also depending on how we need to sync it, I'll just say, look, do whatever you got to do, record on whatever you got to record on. If they do have a mic, we'll go over it. We'll tweak the placement. Hopefully it's a dynamic. If it's a cardioid, you're getting too much room. If it's a bad room, but we'll just do, and this is right up John's alley too, as far as to sync, just have them do like a clap or something at the beginning so you can sync. But other than that, it's tough because each circumstance is individual, right? And then if they want to sync to something, but usually we'll just do whatever DAW they're in and use audio movers, and we do a live recording session that way. The iPhone's great. Just make sure they do a clap or something at the beginning if you need to sync. And the only thing, like I said, with the iPhone is just make sure it's not too close to the source because you want to get distortion.
Wow, so iPhone is kind of like an
portable recorder.
It's a little secret. I'm not going to name names, but I have recorded major recording stars. They've done it in their kitchen with their phone on the island, and we used that audio on the album.
Okay, so
Colin, the one thing that you want to pay attention to is if it is any other phone.
Did you just have a question, Colin, before John goes?
No,
what was the last thing you said?
Because I think it was something pertinent John wanted to say.
Yeah, I want to add to that is we're talking about the iPhone, and it is not only the hardware and microphone itself, it also dependent on the software, the operating system also. that could change things, which is why it's a little bit more difficult to give any sort of recommendations when it comes to the like Android phone, for instance, because all the manufacturers would be different, meaning all the microphones would be different, and operating system could potentially be the same like Android, but just think of how many makers out there. So it might be a little bit tricky. Even within Android, there could be very different, you know, parameters that could change that. So keep that in mind. What you get from the iPhone may not be what you're going to be getting for an Android phone, no matter what brand.
Okay, so here's a nice subjective question for you, any one of you. But so let's say you've been in a position to record with different phones. What phones have you reacted well to, or what phones would you say gave you good quality, bad quality, medium quality?
For me, iPhone 7 and up, but iPhone 6 no, but 7 all the way up, pristine recording. Just make sure it's not too close and the SPLs aren't too high so you don't get distortion. And we just use like the voice memo recording. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Again, I can't tell you which musicians, but we've used takes from iPhones.
Okay, let me ask you this. So, how many mics are in these phones? It's one or two?
On the iPhones, it's usually one, and it's at the bottom.
So, so you can't get a stereo recording then?
No, actually, you have more than one microphone in the iPhone. iPhone will do stereo recording. It has more than two microphones, but the recording, it's, one thing is the microphone sometimes is to listen to do other things, but there are four microphones. Yeah, four microphones on the iPhone, but I'm not sure if they actually use all of those to record, but there's definitely enough, at least two, to be able to do stereo recording.
What I have found
you might want to test that though.
Michael?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Michael on Clubhouse. What I found from my experience is the Voice Memos app will record in mono, and to get stereo recording, I actually record video, and it will then capture in stereo.
See? Yeah. I learned two things today.
Charles also said you have four. Charles said you have four microphones. I don't know which mic iPhone onwards.
Up to four. It depends on the model. Older iPhones will have one or two. The newer ones all have 3 or 4 mics, minimum of 3. So like iPhone 12 and up is all going to have at least 3 mics.
Wow.
So Michael, if you do, oh good. He's asking which ones.
Yeah, they're all on the bottom.
And some, all on the bottom.
No, they're all on the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to ask Michael, is that confirmed that it's stereo on the video? Have you like pulled video and it's stereo audio?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
The stereo audio you get from videos is actually quite lovely. It's spatial. I mean, when you listen with headphones on, it sounds
on Clubhouse too, right? You've done a stereo. If you do music mode and just with the iPhone itself, you can hear stereo.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, the iPhone is great at capturing stereo audio, but the Voice Memos app only gets mono. So
voice memo.
Whenever I capture stereo audio, I just use video. There may be apps that capture stereo audio without the video overhead, but I haven't pursued that yet. I should look into that.
Yes, and if you are going to do the video just to get the stereo audio, don't make it 4K.
Okay, there. Look, we just got Sebastian.
Because you're not going to use the audio
2 at the bottom and 1 at the back near the camera. Thank you, Sebastian.
Wow. Oh my God.
Quickly, want to say hello. So hang tight, Colin. I just want to say hello to John IT. Hello, John IT.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Good. Wait, I didn't switch you. There you go. Okay, where are you?
Because now he has to move to his left.
Yeah. Hello. How's everyone doing?
Good. Oh, looking great shot. Okay, all right. Let's bounce back to Colin. Do you have any additional question? Yeah, go ahead.
So now that Michael's come up with this, incredible piece of information that video mode will give you stereo. Question is, so then when you want to make a stereo recording, what is the placement for the phone? Is it landscape mode? Like
you want to do landscape?
Landscape earpiece to the left. So your bottom microphone at that point is the right microphone, and the microphone that's on the back by the camera itself is your left microphone.
Oh, so it's using the ones on the end to do stereo.
Don't count on that 100%, but I'm 92.5%. That's right. Yeah.
That is amazing. That is
we could get some Sennheiser Ambio.
Oh, which by the way, that reminds me. I know. Yes. Yeah. I need to. Yes, that just reminded me. I have to look it up.
We'll talk about that some other time.
Yes, because I'm about to go on my vacation. Hopefully, we can do it before.
We'll talk about it in the next room then. Save it for the next room.
Okay. Yes. Anyway, Colin, thank you for your questions.
You're welcome. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you were to, now that you know that it's flat, Sean, if you were to compare it to another mic that's out there, like a well-known
proper
entity,
mic,
yeah, like what would you compare it to? Would you compare it to like an SM58 or SM7B or something? Or
if you think about it, there's no frequency response. So when I pull the file down and throw it into Pro Tools, it's not colored at all. It's full, it's rich, it's full range, because every other microphone has its own frequency response, and there'll be boosts and dips in certain frequency ranges. So it doesn't compare to any other microphone because you're getting full range and there's no frequency response. Like nothing's colored. So it's uncolored.
Sean,
it should be noted that the microphones on the phone are condenser microphones. They're different kind of condenser than what we're used to, but they're still condenser microphones, so they're going to get that.
Yeah, the biggest delineating factor in that is going to be the room. And if you have a really echoey room with a lot of hard surfaces, you will get a lot of that reverberation and bouncing and standing weight, a whole bunch of stuff. But if you put it close to the source and you have a really okay room, obviously in post-production you can get rid of some of that. But it doesn't compare to another mic because there's no frequency response to it. It's completely flat.
Is this the recording from voice memo that you're referring to?
Yeah, and like I said, we've never had any need to do stereo. Mm-hmm. It's basically been, let's do some overdubs, or we got to do a punch-in on a lead vocal, and we'll pull it in, or because of tight times or whatever. They'll do a demo, we'll throw it in, we'll do all the production, and then we'll the feeling's the best on the demo. And then because the audio wasn't colored, we used it in the final mix. So especially with if you're doing interviews as well, but it will be worth your time to experiment. Like even just put your phone down, play an instrument, make sure the room's pretty good, and you'll be surprised how good the audio quality is. And you have to pull, once you're done, there's a couple of different ways to pull the audio off, but especially what Michael was saying with the video, once you pull it off, just put it in any DAW and no need to use the video.
I must say the voice memo for like iPhone, I've used it for like Foley.
Yeah.
And it's been great. It's been really great.
Did you know about the stereo and the video though, John? I didn't know that until just now.
No, I didn't know that.
So now
I hardly use it.
Yeah, but and now I know if I need some stereo, I'll just put it at the lowest video quality because I'm not using video and get stereo audio.
I bet there's an app out there too that you could probably use.
Well, I do have an app on my phone.
Yeah.
I do have an app on my phone. It's called Mavis, and it does HD and it does stereo and everything. And that's what I normally use now. Mavis, Mavis.
Now that I think about it, GarageBand will record stereo as well. So if you want stereo audio recording, just use GarageBand.
Good call. And then you can do it in the cloud and pull it off, or just open it up on your computer and pull the audio off. That's a great idea.
We're slightly off topic of RØDECaster, but I think Charles...
Okay, well, what RØDECaster news is there, John?
That's right. That's the room we're in. I forgot about that.
That's a good promo.
Other than a white...
Glenn might have a question.
No, I don't have a question. There were a couple of things I wanted to point out last week.
Uh-huh.
I really got into linking my scenes for one of my podcasts that will soon be going. It's in the super planning stage. So anyway, but I used all my little smart pads, and I stretch it, and they work really nicely. I'm not going to say that having this is exactly like a Stream Deck. I never use a Stream Deck. I'm sure that the Stream Deck is probably nicer, but this is very usable. And when I was going through like a demo of my podcast and went through the scenes, everything worked fine. And so I was really happy with that. And so I just wanted to point out that I'm having success with that. I know that you had been kind of interested in finding out about it, but yeah.
So what you're talking about is
fine.
You're using the smart pads on your RØDECaster Pro 2 to control your Ecamm, right? To control your Ecamm. Yeah. So yeah, that's great to know, and that's like another usage that you're getting. It's not like a Stream Deck. Stream Deck can do many more things, but
no, I'm sure it can. I'm sure it can.
But the immediately you already have those 8 buttons there, so you can already start doing stuff on there already with your RØDECaster Pro 2. So that's really good to hear. So you're using to control Ecamm.
I'm sorry, what?
You're using it to control Ecamm, right?
Right. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention was, and I'm sure that you do this, but you're familiar with exporting your shows to save all the settings for them.
Yes. Yeah, you can. I just learned not too long ago, because it's very important to have that.
Yeah.
The backup.
I'm glad that you can do that, because like in setting up this one show, I used up about all my smart pads, but I can export that, and then I can just start a whole new show. And then when I need to get back to my old show, I just import it, and I'm ready to go again. And that's the other thing. Yeah, when you import it, all your smart pads are lit up just like they were when you exported. It brings it back 100%.
I lost my camera. I was going to be clever and show what you were talking about, and I lost it. Where did it go? Okay. I forgot to. Oh, maybe no. Anyway, I didn't. Where did my camera go? Okay, maybe it's got lost now. Anyway, I'm going to turn my camera off, and I'll turn back on. See if it'll come back. Not that camera. I want something else. I wanted the RØDECaster. I thought I was going to show where you do that. And you're not me.
I'm sorry.
That is me. Okay, all right. Let's switch to here.
You need another monitor, man.
Why is my camera not showing up? I don't know why. Anyway, we don't need to. Hopefully nobody will ask. In fact, we only have 5 more minutes, so 15 more minutes. But thanks for the update, Glenn. I'm glad to know. And but I think Charles has something that he wants to show while we're off track onto something else. Maybe cameras or microphones. I'm not sure. Charles, do you want to show us what you have?
Yeah. So what I did is you're looking at my iPad right now. So this is in settings, and you click on camera, and this is where you can change from mono to stereo. So it is actually a setting that you have to turn on, but you can flip it to stereo under the camera. And of course, it's the same place that you would change your frame rate and your
like a resolution
for your camera. Yep. But there is a record sound, and you can pick stereo mode. I'm not sure what it defaults to, so that's why I wanted to bring it up.
Are you on your iPad?
I'm on my iPad, which is the same. I did check on my phone, and it is the same on the phone, at least with the latest OS. So no, it's
camera,
below
probably.
general, so you should see a camera.
Oh, yes, I do have it as stereo. Yes.
Yeah.
And I would like to point out something as a video producer, and John, back me up on this. Like, it is helpful to have that visual reference from the video, even if you never use it. If you're just pointing it at the thing you're recording, sometimes it's helpful to have that visual when you're editing later or whatever. So just think about that.
I have it on.
To record the audio.
Yeah.
I had it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with everybody, just so in case anybody wondered, or why am I not getting stereo sound? It may be that you just need to enable it in the camera settings under record sound.
With my brain ticking, I'm trying to find some way. Well, the new iPhone, like iPhone 15, it can do ProRes log.
Yeah.
Now, if there's some way I can get timecode in there, I know I'm kind of doing too much, but if I can get timecode in there, that would be great because it has a USB-C, and it, like, if I'm doing like a Instagram reel, I don't use the iPhone's built-in microphone. I use like the Rode Wireless Pro and connect that to the iPhone and then use the microphone. So if there's something that's USB-C, I know probably like the Tentacle Sync, and I can do timecode, that would be a different level because that would make editing way easier.
That app I told you about, Mavis Pro Camera.
Does timecode or no?
Yeah.
It does timecode? And does it have...
Look, the timecode's right there.
Oh, but it's not like...
do master and slave?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to try that out.
Check it out.
Okay.
Mavis Pro Camera.
So you can...
But if you do timecode...
sync that to a master clock?
I don't know. I doubt it because you can have you can see time code there, but the main thing for time code usage is so that you can sync it up with other cameras.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has offset, ultra sync blue, Atomex sync. It does have sync.
Okay, so you could use what is it? What is that, like a sync, like a time code device that you do the syncing with? I'm not super familiar with that.
But does it have like time of day and etc. or
Absolutely.
jam sync?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Has it all in there.
Okay, all right.
So you can go up
Mavis,
to 4K
you said, right?
here.
Mavis?
Yeah.
Mavis Pro Camera.
Okay,
Now,
this
I
is going to be
know-
really interesting now.
On that topic, I know Blackmagic, they have a mobile app that also offers quite a bit in the syncing realm.
Oh, I just
I
use
do
it
have
all
that
day
app.
today.
Yeah.
I just use it all day for a shoot today on my iPhone. But I don't use, it's just one camera.
Yeah, so they do talk about syncing. They always reference DaVinci Resolve, but
Right.
for editing. But
Oh,
so another
I'm thinking about
alternative,
it.
maybe.
now I'm
What
thinking
comes
about
to
it.
you, John?
No, the iPhone has one port.
Yes.
So when I'm using DaVinci, I usually put an external in
Monitor?
the iPhone. So
As a monitor?
external SSD
Okay, to record to it, because you couldn't even
to
record.
record to it.
You
yeah.
couldn't even record ProRes without an external drive, unless you have like a 2 gig or 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte phone.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll think of
I
something.
wonder if like any sort of hub would actually work. I don't know if it's fast enough to go through hub to do that. Like so that you can have two devices, two USB-C devices, one for drive
like
and the other one
I
for
would
something
bet you
else.
it is. I would bet you
Maybe like
Apple's
the
done
Cal
that,
Digit.
or they're going to.
But it cannot be powered. Well, I guess it could be powered, but I don't know how mobile you need to be.
Yeah.
Right? If you're shooting like static on somebody talking, then probably easier than if you have to move around.
Yeah.
The 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max support 3.2 Gen 2 speeds of up to 10 gigs per second when using an optional USB 3 cable. However, the USB-C cable that comes with the iPhone
Does not.
is limited to 480 megabits per second.
Of course it is. It's Apple.
Only.
Of course, yeah. They want you to buy that other cable.
Most of the time, that's for charging.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So, but that's good to know that if you do get a true Gen 2 cable that it can do up to 10 gigs per second. So that kind of plays into the whole hub.
I want to leave room for Clubhouse people to see if there's any RØDECaster questions before we ignore you. If you're in here for RØDECaster questions, we have about 10 more minutes or 9 more minutes, and then we are going to move over to Soundcheck Room, and we will we'll continue our conversation over there. But if you just joined us, I see Z just joined us, and Sarah. Sarah's been here before and know about our live streaming. Tony might be new-ish. I think I saw you last week in here. We have live stream also on YouTube. And if you want to join that call and participating in that conversation on video or not, you can do it without video. Also, you can go to the website learner2learner.com. The pinned link will take you there. And then there is a call in via Zoom. You can use that link to call into the show, and then you'll be on the live stream with me. That's a fairly new thing. Oh, I did. Well, this is not RØDECaster also. But anyway, I'll leave that open. See, anybody wants to ask anything. Every time I look down to Alan's profile picture, I think he has a question because his hands is up.
I discovered something about Zoom and the panning thing, John.
Zoom panning? What do you mean Zoom panning?
With me, remember I'm always on the left?
Yes. What did you find out?
So, like I said, I do all my calls and never have a problem. And then I was with a client yesterday, and we were talking about something, and then I realized my sound for musicians was off. Then when I turned it on, she said, "Oh, you're in my left ear."
Yeah.
And then I have the fix for that. I'm using loopback, but when you put sound for musicians on, it does that. So if you're not using it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because it is taking, it's like
it's like
Clubhouse's,
puts it in stereo.
Yeah, it's like Clubhouse's sound music mode essentially.
Correct.
That's why we're hearing you in stereo, and therefore we're hearing you.
And if I had a RØDECaster Pro, same thing.
I do wish the RØDECaster Pro had more EQ bands.
So we gotta get a DLC.
Yeah. But why wouldn't well, I guess, what do you mean, Sean, what were you saying about RØDECaster will do the same thing? What do you mean?
I just said that because we're still in the RØDECaster room for 6 minutes.
This is how you bring it back around.
Brought it back. I am on the radio, so let's bring it back.
Yes, let's bring it back. And earlier, Charles, I don't think you were in here yet. I couldn't find my Zoom window, the actual proper Zoom window.
I was watching you on YouTube before I jumped in. I got to experience the whole thing.
He had to finish laughing.
In your teleprompter.
Yeah, he had to finish laughing before he came in the room. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, by the way, I want to quickly remind you all while we have everybody here is we have my vacation schedule that's posted on the website. So if you go to learner2learner.com, you can find out the vacation schedule. And Sean has graciously
It will be graceful as well.
volunteered to host the conversation. It will be on Riverside. You'll be watching it on Riverside. You'll be joining it through Riverside's own studio link. All the information will be on learner2learner.com as well. It will be updated when I'm gone. All this information will be over there. There's a little bit of an overlap. Next week, July 9th, you will still be doing the same thing as right now. But July 16th, I will then, Sean will be hosting, but I'll be joining him on Riverside that way. So,
and just so everybody know, if you want to participate in the room, you don't need Riverside.
Yes.
You don't even need an account. We'll have a link, and if you want to watch,
is it best on Chrome to join?
To join, absolutely.
Okay.
But to watch, it's actually, they modified it for Safari and Chrome. So to watch and chat, doesn't matter, any browser.
Okay.
And what's your guys' plans for Clubhouse for those weeks?
Sean will still be hosting it.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be simulcast.
Or you. I mean, if you're here, then you can.
Yeah, you can just do the room, and I'll just pipe it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but he plans on getting those 2 rooms in together. Yeah. But it sounds like a plan. And while I'm away, I'm going to be away for a little bit. That's why when I put the schedule together, I was thinking, are you sure, Sean, you want to do that? But if there's anything, we all do this for
something
fun.
Might come up, but I'll let you know.
If something comes up, if he lets me know ahead of time, I can update the schedule. If not, if he's not there, the link doesn't work. Simple as that. Because he has to start for it to get going. Yeah. And let's see. Okay, I am going to. I guess we'll wrap up this room, and then we'll see you all over on Soundcheck. And if you,
what was the topic we were going to carry over?
We finished all our discussion here.
No, there was something we were going to push over there.
What is it?
My old man.
I think it was when we were getting off topic, but then we wrapped it up with the settings screen.
Right, camera.
No, there was something else we were going to push over.
We'll think about that when we're there. And just so you all know, if you're already on Zoom, you just stay here, and I will probably mute the sound just so that intermusic does not stop the discussion. Last time I could not find myself back there to unmute my mic, but I think I've got it now. Thanks everybody for joining, and those who visit us on Clubhouse, so that I can see everybody. I'm going to put this two lines of rooms in here. Z and Alan and Jeremiah, Tony, Sebastian, Michael co-hosting with us. Michael, will we see you over on Soundcheck too? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
For a little while at least. We'll see.
Sounds
Feeling
good.
pretty good this evening, so we'll keep it going.
Awesome. Sebastian said what? This is definitely more fun to see how confused and far off topics you guys can go. That's right. It's part of the game. Life is the game. All right, we will see you. We'll see you in a moment, right at the top of the hour, in about 1 minute over in Soundcheck. We'll see you later.
Can you just share my screens? I want to show.
Do you have something,
Charles?
Okay.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, I do need another window. Okay. That screen. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
So while we're done, So Charles, this is, the test we did, but this is what you see, right?
Okay.
So see, once it's recorded.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna mute their microphone, and I'm gonna wrap this up, and we'll see you in Soundcheck in a moment. Bye.